As a man, yeah, if your mother or your sisters are the ones that are causing wahala in your family, then you need to step in as a man. This is when you need to show your masculinity. You need to step in and solve that problem. There needs to be boundaries in your marriage. You don't leave it for your wife to handle. Because women, we get emotional and most times we get emotional and it will result to, even more friction in the family. You as a man needs to be the one that will do the work. Call your mother and your sister and tell them, look, I am married now. I understand that you love me and you care about my welfare, but this is my wife. And here is the boundary. I'm setting it. Once you set that boundary, they will respect it. Most times, the reason why they tend to walk over you or your marriage is because there are no boundaries.
When they say it's about nothing, man, I tell them it's my life. Man, I chilling in the studio, man, I vibing, it's my life. And to play, then they use me to play. Man, I vibing.
Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Bridget. Thank you very much for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, ensure that you support me by clicking on the subscription button. There's a red button down there, and if you hit on the bell sign, you get notification whenever I do my vlogs and whenever I do my live videos. I do live videos like every other week. Sometimes I just do them in a row. How you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to share with you a story that I saw. A US-based woman and her mother-in-law were having a fracas, and the husband was there recording it.
Oh, ni ru mi laso. Tètè mú yẹ ọ̀rọ̀ fún mi lágbàá. Mi ò ní ìyá, mi ò mọ̀ ṣe ṣe yàn. Tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ní ìyá mi ló ṣe ṣe yàn.
Ó yá.
Ó dẹ́ mi kọ́ ẹ̀. Ó dẹ́ mi kọ́ ẹ̀ rárá.
Ó yá.
Bá ṣe ṣe náà ìjà kí ló kún mi kẹ́lẹ́ ó dẹ́ mi kọ́ ẹ̀. Ìṣẹ́ tó gbọ́dọ̀. Ó dẹ́ mi kọ́ ẹ̀. Ó dẹ́ mi kọ́ ẹ̀. Bó bá dẹ́ mi kọ́ ẹ̀ kò lè yá sábà yìí.
Àná ó ti tó.
Ó gbá mi lọ fún ìyàgò wọn, ó ní wọn lára.
Àná ó ti tó.
Ẹyin ìyá. Àwọn tó ṣe é lóore kí ló ṣe fún?
Báyọ̀, bá a ti ṣe ṣe báyìí náà.
Àwọn tó ṣe é lóore orí wo ló ṣe fún?
Wọ́n bá mi tó tọrọ mi
Ṣé bí ìdí ló sọ fún
ẹ̀yẹ ọmọ wo ọmọ yín ká ọmọ yín rè ẹ̀yẹ ṣe yẹ burúkú bọ̀ yìí ẹ̀yẹ ọlọ́sẹ̀ ọ̀sùn yìí ìbọ̀ yìí ẹ̀yẹ tẹ̀lé bí
ìyá ẹ̀ mo ti jọ. Ìyá ẹ̀ mo ti jọ.
Dayọ̀.
Ìyá ẹ̀ mo ti jọ.
Dayọ̀, kí má lè bá ọ sọ̀rọ̀, kí má lè sọ̀rọ̀ fún mi pé kò tó ó tó nǹkan kan.
Abọ́mọ̀. Ìyá ẹ̀ mo ti jọ.
Mọ́mí ẹ bọ́ báyìí. Àní ẹ bọ́ báyìí sẹ́. Ẹ bọ́ báyìí.
Ẹjọ́ nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ ń gbọ́ yìí ó ti dá báyìí.
Ẹ lọ báyìí.
Ìwọ lọkọ ìyàwó èmi ìwọ lọkọ ìgbà tó sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. Mo ti mọ̀ pé mi ló ń bá rí mi kúkú sọ̀rọ̀.
Grandma, kí ló fa ọ̀rọ̀ lánàá?
Mi ò kúkú sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ní o lè máa ṣe wàhálà. O lè máa kó lè kiri. O lè máa ṣe oúnjẹ lẹ́yìn kan.
This person tí mo rẹ̀ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́sán bá lánàá. Wọ́n lè sísá fún ní méjì, mo tó bá ti ní lẹ́sùn tẹ́ bá ti dress up tán. Wọ́n lọ ṣaṣọ, wọ́n tètè gbé yín kó
Èmi náà tiẹ̀ ní tẹ̀lé ni mo ti ní lọ́kàn mi. Èmi náà ní báyìí lọ sọ́ọ̀rì.
kọ́ni já yín bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Èmi náà ní báyìí lọ sọ́ọ̀rì.
Àti bá pẹ́ bí, àti bá tètè.
O ṣe lọ sí èkì láàárọ̀ ìjọba.
Ẹjẹ́ bá sàgàrẹ́ eléṣù òní. Mo yàgò fún yín kọ́ bá dànù.
Ìwọ wo ló ṣe fún mi láàárọ̀ yà fi tí ò bá sí ọlọ́run ló kù.
Àwọn ó ti tó.
Ọmọ ìyá náà ìyàwó ọmọ ìyá náà.
Ó ti tó.
Fásílẹ̀ o tèmi dayọ̀. Fásílẹ̀ o.
Apẹlẹ́wọ̀n wọn, ẹ ti ẹ̀wẹ́ wẹ́ sọ́wọ́n.
Apẹlẹ́wọ̀n. Bàbá ẹ̀gbọ́n apẹlẹ́wọ̀n.
Ẹ fọwọ́ kàn mí.
Bàbá ẹ̀ apẹlẹ́wọ̀n.
Ọdún ìfọwọ́kàn mi sẹ́yìn.
Apẹlẹ́wọ̀n. Bàbá
Dayọ̀, kí ló ń ṣe báyìí náà? Dayọ̀, kí ló ń ṣe báyìí náà? Báwo ló ṣe ń ṣe báyìí?
Apẹlẹ́wọ̀n. Bàbá tó bí ẹ.
Apẹlẹ́wọ̀n.
Bàbá tó bí ẹ.
Báwo ló ṣe ń ṣe báyìí náà?
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Báwo sọ̀rọ̀ ní kọ́kọ́?
Mi ò lè báwọn náà sọ̀rọ̀, mi ò ní kó o dákẹ́. Ẹni tó mi lè ní kó o dákẹ́ sìn.
Mo lọ mú aṣọ ọmọ mi wá ní èmi fojú burúkú kan wò.
Tó mi lè ní kó o dákẹ́ sìn.
Bàbá ẹ̀ apẹlẹ́wọ̀n. Bàbá ẹ̀ apẹlẹ́wọ̀n.
Ó yá ẹnì ṣó ń ta.
Ẹni kẹ́ẹ̀sì bá wá sábẹ́.
Òkùnkù ló bí o.
Ẹnì ṣó.
Ẹni kọ́ ẹ. Bó bá rẹ́ni kọ́ ẹ ò ní dàbá
Ẹni
yìí.
ṣó.
Àìrẹ́ni kọ́ ẹ.
Ẹni ṣó.
Ìlú òyìnbó ló mú ẹ láṣìírí.
Ẹni ṣó.
Ìlú òyìnbó olówó ẹ láṣìírí.
Ẹni ṣó.
Olówó ẹ
Ẹni ṣó.
láṣìírí.
olóbù ẹ̀ láṣìírí ìlú òyìnbó gbogbo wọn látàrí ìlú òyìnbó olóbù ẹ̀ láṣìírí ẹ̀wọ̀n tí mo fẹ́ sí yẹn mo fẹ́ kí n pẹ́ lẹ́wọ̀n yẹn gan ẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn gan mo fẹ́ kí n pẹ́ lẹ̀ pàtẹ́ jẹ́ kí n tẹ́ jẹ́ kí n tẹ́
Dayo.
aládánwò ọmọ
Dayo.
àṣà ní tí ò lẹ́yìn sọ bàbá kọ̀ ìsílẹ̀ yàtọ̀
má darí ilé ọtọmọ ẹlú pọ́sítà ìyá jẹ.
ìwọ rẹ ní ká ẹ èmi ìyá jẹ ìwọ rájí ó fẹ́ kẹ́ni kọ́kọ́ sún ọkọ ẹ ẹni kọ́kọ́ ò lè sún wọn lè bọ́kọ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ wọn lè dúró tọ́kọ ẹ.
Mọ́mí ẹ filẹ̀, ó ti tó.
wá jìyà ìyá jẹ fún tó ṣe fún mi láàárọ̀ yìí. Ọlọ́run á fi ìyà jẹ. Ìkúlẹ̀ àbí a máa ń fìyà jẹ. Ẹlẹ́dàá ni á fìyà jẹ. Wàá jìyà wàá ṣìṣe. Òfò ló máa mú kúrò ní Amẹ́ríkà. Àti tí ò bá sọ́lọ́run lókè.
So basically what happened in this video is that this couple, they are Nigerians who live in the US. The mother-in-law was with them, and there was a disagreement between the mom and the wife, and the husband was there and he was recording it. Oh my God, this thing about recording every little thing that happens to us these days, I can't understand it, because I was wondering, okay, instead of separating them or saying, you know, mom, go, let's end this, or find a way to end the fracas or the quarrel, this brother was holding phone and recording. Whether he needed proof, I don't know. Maybe they have issues in courts that he needed evidence for. I don't know why he did it, but he was recording. But as you know, when we see a 1-minute video like that, we don't really know all the issues. You know, what's happening in the family, you know, the issues on ground and things like that. We can only make our comments based on the 1 minute or 2 minutes video that we see. But basically, the summary of the video is that she made a meal and the mom didn't eat it because maybe she didn't like it or whatever, and it resulted in an argument, and mom was saying that, oh, after all, you guys don't give me food before, or something like that. And the mom and the wife were disagreeing and, you know, kind of exchanging words, hard words, abusive words, you know, towards one another. So I said, okay, this is what we do on this channel, innit? We talk about relationships. So let's talk about mother-in-laws and sister-in-laws. Actually, I did a video about mother-in-laws a while ago, which most of you may not have seen. Those of you who are my new subscribers may not have seen it. I'm going to link it here again. I'll link it there so that you will see. Because this issue of mother-in-laws or sister-in-laws is a recurring issue in most African homes, especially in Africa. It happens a lot. Now, I understand that a lot of couples in the US, because of the high cost of childcare, will bring their mom, either the husband's mom or the wife's mom. If the wife's mom is not alive or she's old and she's not able, then they'll bring the husband's mom to look after the children so they can both go to work. Like you guys know, this is Obodo Oyinbo, we all work. Now, I said it and I've said it several times on this channel that in Africa, where we come from, marriages is not between two people, it's between two families. And anybody who comes from Africa will agree with me, because we know how marriages are conducted. In this part of the world, marriages are partnership. As Africans, we are raised to respect our elders. So you respect anyone that's older than you, be it your brother, your brother-in-law, your family-in-law, your mother-in-law, your own family. Anybody that is older than age is respected in Africa. It's not like here. In Africa, they honor your age because they believe that for you to have gone through life to get to that stage, you have seen a lot, you've learned a lot, and you've got wisdom, and you can counsel younger ones. Yeah? So age is honored and respected in Africa. That's my point. Now, when you go into a marriage as a woman, yeah, some people are lucky and some people are very unfortunate. I can use myself as an example because I know I've been very, very fortunate when it comes to in-laws. My husband comes from a wonderful family. Wonderful, wonderful family. Except for one of my sister-in-laws, you know, in Nigeria, that tried that nonsense with me a long time ago, well, when we just got married. I've never had problems with my in-laws. My mother-in-law is still alive. She's quite elderly. She's wonderful. She's amazing. My sister-in-laws, all of them, my brother-in-laws, all of them, they love me so much. In fact, they can't wait to have me. If they have their way, they want me to come to Calabar like every 6 months. And when I go to Calabar, I kid you not, I do nothing. I'll just cross my leg. They will bring my breakfast, they bring my lunch and dinner. They will hover around me. They'll be calling me wife. They look after me so well. So I'm lucky like that. The one of my sister-in-law, you know, that I'm talking about, the bad egg, that wanted to start trying nonsense with me in those days when we recently got married. You know all these aunties in family that she don't even like. She's not my husband's sister. She's a cousin. That's how they are related. They are cousins. They are first cousins. So how marriage didn't work now, she's out of marriage, and then she will decide that it's the brother's family she will come and dominate. She wanted to come to my house and start telling me what to do. I put her in her place squarely. I don't take that. I'm not like that. I put her in her place. As God wants to punish her, we moved from Nigeria and came here. So I lost contact with her. But one time my husband was saying something about inviting her. Saying, what did you say? I blinked plenty times and said, what did you say? He said he wants to invite her to come and visit. I said, hey, visit who? You or me? He said, hey, to visit her. I said, okay. I didn't say anything. You know, with men, you don't need to argue. But as women, we have our ways. I didn't say anything. I said, okay. I said, ah, that's wonderful. The person that me I ran from in Nigeria, you want to bring her to London, come and trouble my life? Ah, Motibo. In-laws can be a blessing or a curse. Some people have, unfortunately, a lot of women have negative experiences, you know, about their in-laws. Some men too, it's not only, you know, women. Some men too have bad experiences with their mother-in-laws, because some mother-in-laws from the woman's side can be hell. You know, it's neither here nor there. It happens depending on the family and, you know, how they are. I know a friend who we used to work together here, whose mother-in-law, she's a Yoruba woman, and her mother-in-law, she tells me, put her through hell. That woman will come from Nigeria and she will take over her house. You know, that kind of a situation whereby she will be doing her own cooking, the woman will be doing her own cooking, and she will want the son to eat her own food. You know, it's this kind of mother-in-law that we want to know everything. She wants to know when you're sleeping with your husband. She wants to know how many kids you are planning to have, if you are planning to have more, how you spend your finances, if your money is joint or if it's not joint, how you pay your bill. You know, this kind of nosy mother-in-laws. That's how the mother-in-law is. One thing I know about Yoruba mothers is that they have a very close bond with their children. I know that. Most Yoruba women, their children are like this. Their boys, even when they go and get married, they are adults, they go and get married. Not all of them, because I have another friend who's also a Yoruba lady. She used to live in Scotland, but she's moved back to Africa now. Her mother-in-law is a saint. She told me that her mother-in-law used to send her money from Nigeria to buy tickets from here to go to Nigeria. The woman carried her like an egg that you can't drop so that it will not break. So I have sons myself, so I know the attachment that women have to their children. But I'm praying God every day to give me the strength not to be that mother, as much as I love my sons and I'm attached to them, that I will have that wisdom to know when they get married that, okay, I need to take a step back, because now they are married, they are their own men, they have a woman in their life now, so I need to step back. But some mother-in-laws don't have that boundary. I'm not saying on this video, I'm just talking generally now. Now, some sister-in-laws as well are like that. They make it a business to control their brother's household. It is wrong on both sides. Whether it's from the wife's side, on the husband's side, it is wrong. Some men, they are married, but they are still mama's boy. They run to their mom to tell their mom everything. One of my friends here in London was telling me about how the husband, anytime they have a disagreement, a grown-up man will call his aged mom in Nigeria and be reporting to the mom and be telling the mom what she did. But you forget that when you make up with your wife, you move on, you resolve that issue, but your mother has not forgotten. So they are counting down. They'll say, this is how you did this in 1980. This is how you did this in 1985. This is how you did this in 1990. They will have a history. They will have a history of offenses that they've not forgiven, that they will hold against your wife. And because of that, they will react negatively towards her. And you know, when negative energy meets another negative energy, it's voila. So men have a duty to set boundaries with their own families. That this is it. Stay in your lane. Respect my wife will respect you. And you women as well. This is not only male related. You women as well. Remember that you are mothers. Yeah, I have sons, and I don't want my sons' wives in the future to disrespect me. So first of all, I will not disrespect myself. Your duty is to respect your mother-in-law as your own mother. Yes, you need to respect your own mother. The way you will treat your own mother is the way you must treat your mother-in-law. If you don't treat your mother-in-law or your in-laws in general with love and respect, then you're not a good wife. Because this is Africa. That's why I tell you that our marriages are not between two people, they are between two families. You need to respect your mother-in-law. You cannot be treating your in-laws like shit. Some wives don't want to see their mother. They don't want to see anybody that is related to their husband. Once their husband is talking to the mom like this, they will start boiling and boiling. It's like there's a competition between them. There's no competition. Your roles are different. You are equally important in the man's life. And I feel like a lot of times men are torn between their wives and their mothers because they love both of them and they cannot choose. Like this brother now that is recording now, probably that's what's happening to him. He doesn't know what to do. He's confused. So he just carried his phone and started recording. I don't know. Maybe that's what's happening here. Because a lot of times the men will be torn between the two people. Don't put your husband in that position, please. Love and respect your mother-in-law. I didn't like the way this woman in the video was speaking to her mother-in-law. Because I feel like if it's her own mother, you would not talk to her like that. It's very, very disrespectful for you to be talking to an elderly person that way. You need to, even if you disagree. And this is what a lot of us Africans don't know how to do. We don't know how to disagree respectfully. We always resort to name calling because of anger, and unforgiveness, because you remember what they did to you 10 years ago, what they did to you 5 years ago, and then you resort to insults. It's not necessary. You cannot be talking to your mother-in-law rudely. She's an elderly woman. Even if she's wrong, you need to learn how to correct in love. If you don't know how to do it, walk away. Just walk away from the situation. You have no right to be disrespecting your mother-in-law. Look, your husband will not be happy to disrespect his mother. That's the truth. Because don't forget that we labor for children. We suffer to raise these children. I know how I'm suffering to raise my own now. Yeah, it's not easy. These mothers, in their own time, things were even more difficult. Because they struggle to send them to school. Most of them they struggle to pay their fees at uni and everything, making sure that they have a good life. And then all of a sudden, their life is good now, they've made it now. Then they bring you to replace them. Some mothers cannot handle it. They cannot. So you need to embrace them, love them. Even if you feel like they have resentments, they have some resentments against you, you need to be very, very careful to ensure that you do not disrespect your mother-in-law, because trust me, no man is happy if their mother is not respected. If you as a woman, you are a wife, your mother is citing you against your husband, and you fall for that, maybe your anything that happens, you go and tell your mom. Especially some of these mothers that maybe their own relationship, their own marriages failed, or they married men that were abusive towards them back in the day. Sometimes that thing is built up in them. It's not conscious, it's unconscious. When they'll be giving you advice, they will not know when they'll be giving you bad advice. You two will be taking it because, yeah, it's my mother. My mother cannot mislead me. Yes, some mothers can mislead. And I've seen many that have misled so many women and misled them out of their husband's house. Don't be a victim. If your mother is giving you bad advice, do not take it. Do not go to your mother and be telling her about what your husband has done. Again, because it's going to, she's going to start harboring, resentment against him that he's not treating her daughter. He's not treating her daughter properly. So, couples, learn to resolve issues between yourself. What God has joined together, let no in-laws put asunder. So, let's learn to respect one another, knowing that marriages are between two families. And men, take a stand. Take a stand against any abuse or bullying of your wife, and vice versa. Don't allow your in-laws to live with you for too long, because when they come and live with you, it becomes a problem. Yeah, sometimes it's not good. Let them live in their own, you live on your own. Respect is good from afar. But when you live together, see finish go enter. So yeah, let's allow peace to reign, and God bless our marriages. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Leave me a comment down below. I love you. Bye-bye.
bust me man down. Original bad man, me around town. Them try to downgrade, bad man fi upgrade. Then try to invade, bad man fi evade. They can't believe it.